Hi everyone! Today we're here for another interview with my government teacher, Mr. Callahan. Okay, question number 1. How did you come to be American?
I came to be American by being born in California.
Me too.
Alright.
Number 2. Growing up, what was your perception of America? What political or social beliefs did your parents instill in you about this country?
My parents were very political. I grew up in a very political family, so they were often discussing, debating, never fighting, but debating political concepts. And they also celebrated holidays like 4th of July with fanfare. We had a big 4th of July party and my parents covered everything in red, white, and blue. And my mom said that was because during her experience during the Vietnam War, she felt, for example, the flag was being taken away from her. So she reclaimed it and she flies it all the time.
Awesome. So, do you think that political identity or party identity is the same thing as your identity as an American?
No. No, it is political identity, my identity as an American. No, it's not. Unfortunately, it feels like we are headed in that direction. That our identity with one side or the other also is now becoming a cultural identity, and we have less and less in common as a people. But I think that might just be over some superficial things, like what movies we watch or what music we listen to.
Okay. Can you describe a time when you were truly proud of this country?
A time that I was truly proud of this country was when the Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, Obama's second Attorney General, sent a message to transgendered Americans. And it was really unusual. So Loretta Lynch was speaking to transgendered Americans in North Carolina. North Carolina passed a really restrictive, vindictive bathroom bill where folks are prohibited from using the gendered bathroom that they identify with and are required to use the bathroom that the gender of their birth. And she said, this is a message to transgendered people in North Carolina. This is your federal government. We see you, we stand with you, and we're doing everything in our power to protect you. And that was a moment I felt really proud to be American.
Awesome. So now I'm going to ask you about the opposite, a time where you really felt a low point in maybe being American or feeling proud of this country.
One that I think of was after the invasion of Iraq, a prison called Abu Ghraib was taken over by US forces, and it was revealed that the American military was torturing and abusing Iraqi prisoners, and photographs were released. And so if we were on this mission to democratize Iraq, it was a big failure. And so it felt really, it was a low feeling.
Did the election of Donald Trump change your identity as American, or I guess share what you want about the feelings that you had, or don't share anything at all? It's up to you.
Yeah, the election of Donald Trump definitely affected me, as it affected most of the students in my classrooms. And I find that a teacher, we as teachers absorb our students' emotions, and there has been a very palpable shift in my classrooms. Some fear, I think, and uncertainty, and yeah, that's something that I've definitely noticed. It was a serious disappointment that this last election was so ugly, and that it seemed like for so long things were getting better and kinder, and we were on this upwards trajectory, and we almost forgot that that's not how history works. And so when ugliness reared its head again, it was a bit of a shock. It's also been energizing.
Always finding that silver lining.
Yeah.
So as you kind of noted, there's a lot going on in our country right now, and a lot of that has to do with division. I would like to brainstorm with you some shared elements of American identity, or things that across party lines or cultural lines kind of unite us.
So I believe that not only Americans but people around the world recognize that the promise of America means using our freedom, our substantial freedom, to lift ourselves up and help lift others and help them achieve the promise of America.
Can you summarize? I guess you kind of just did, but the last question is, can you summarize what does it mean to be American?
I think I just did. Let's see.
You did.
Yeah.
So, of course, teacher jumps ahead, does great. So that's all my questions. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. My pleasure.